got a friend. Hello, Adam.
Hey, how are you?
Hey,
Thanks for having me on.
Good. No, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here on such short notice.
You're welcome. Yeah, no worries. You're welcome.
Now, I was just saying on Monday, I'll go back one step. I think Sunday night, I found your video on the Carlton West Coast potential trade. And
I've said a couple of people. Yes.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good, mate. Welcome to content. Talking about Carlton.
That's it.
And I saw it and I'm like, wow, this is really interesting stuff. So we played a little bit of it on Monday night. And yeah, I think just the opportunity to have you with us and sharing the tool with us and for us to just go through, pick by pick and try and make some sense of it, mate, much appreciated.
No, not a problem. I thought the truth be told, the original story was I was kind of inspired with one of Pommy's videos. He'd made a video, Pics from Hell or something like that, that was the thumbnail, and he actually really explained everything pretty well. And I thought I just want to take that a bit further and just find a way to show someone it happening in real time. So I just thought about that and just try to build it out from there effectively.
No, that's awesome. Well, what's your story? Like, where are you from? Like, yeah, how did you
Perth, Western Australia.
Yep.
I'm not a software developer by any stretch. A lot of it's AI and just the little tweaks, when you know how to, change the color of something, and basically just trying to make a good user interface that will show everyone what they want to see in a decent way, effectively. So yeah, I'm just a building supervisor over here in Perth. New to all this content creation. I'm enjoying it so far, though.
Yeah, you've stepped into the YouTube world. I was saying to you just before we went live, I saw your video and I saw your channel, and you had 13 subscribers, and I was your 14th. And I'm just looking at it now.
Thank you for that.
And you've got 361. So it's been a week.
It's going there. We're getting there. We're going there. Yeah. I'm happy. I like watching that little tally go up. So
yeah. No, it's good. I think anytime you can bring something new to the table, I think that's always
what I wanted to do. Exactly. I wouldn't have bothered if I couldn't. Yeah.
No, it's awesome. It's awesome. And yeah, like you said, I mean, Pommy's the draft guy around here. I've been working with Pommy since 2019, and I reckon he's repeated draft rules and spiels to me for since then. And to be honest, I reckon it's only just started to click a little bit this year. I'm only just starting to get the nuance of it because I'm a bit more of a visual learner. If you can gamify it and visualize it to me and I can absorb information well, but I'm not very good at being told information and retaining it.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar. I've taken a lot of what I've tried to build off. I'm quite an avid NFL fan as well. And with the NFL, they've got quite, good quality software for their fantasy drafts and things like that. So I've taken some ideas from there and just try to bring it into what we've got here. That's a lot of the inspiration as well.
Cool.
You need to kind of see it to understand it a little better. So yeah.
Well, I'll tell you which bit what you taught me straight away with your video. So I didn't have the concept of when you burn a pick and you get points back where they slide into. It had been told to me, I understood you get a pick later in the draft, but if it's 197 points, that's between pick 41 and 42 because 41's 200 and something points and 42 is a little less than 197. So that part really got me good. So
I think, and that's what I've learned building this. I think there must have been some maths genius at AFL House that has come up, and that's why they're throwing these random numbers at each pick. So I've tried to find a scenario where the points exactly line up with the discount getting applied and things like that. I haven't found one yet.
Yeah. Well, mate, that's why you're here. That's why you're here. So
that's it. I'm interested to see what you guys can throw at it.
Cool. Well, whenever you're ready, if you want to share your screen, what I'll do is I'll put your channel in the chat. If anybody wants to take a look. How do we pronounce your channel name?
Sotaram. It's basically my surname backwards, more or less. I'm not a very inventive person. So
Maratos.
Yeah.
You Greek?
Way up the family tree. My dad's a Safa. Yeah, but yeah, once upon a time we were Greek.
Your dad's a Safa? What's a Safa?
South African.
Oh, South African. Oh, Safa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
So
Cool.
yeah. Okay, I'll put it on here.
Yeah.
Let me know if it's working on your end. Should be.
Yep. All right. It is here. I will
How we
share
looking?
my screen. We are here.
Try to tweak it. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I've tried to
What I
tweak it a
might
little
even
bit for
do,
the phone viewers.
I might even do this, and I might just move our videos so that we're kind of like not in the way.
Yeah.
For those of you playing at home, does that look better? I think that looks better. Yeah. So do you want to just maybe
Okay,
run us through the basics
where
of
you've
what we
got us
have here?
there. Yep. Okay. So basically, what we've got here, I've got the current draft list, draft order here. So Carlton are falling at 9-11 at the moment.
Mhm.
I haven't updated that pick swap, that trade that happened a moment ago. I don't know if you've heard about that one.
Was that the Western Bulldogs and West Coast trade?
That's it. So yeah, they've still got 53. And I've got my little tabs up here. So this is when I was once upon a time populating all the players. I've got the player pool in the middle of the stage, and I've got the club cards, which will house how many points they have, how many which draft picks they've got, and these should hopefully all just modify on the fly as picks get taken. Okay. These tabs up the top, I've got a big board. I basically use this to add players, and in the end, I ended up just creating a CSV file and importing a bit, which made life a lot easier. I've got my trade simulator. So in that instance, a minute ago, so you got pick 53. We'll go to Western Bulldogs, and we'll just put that in the. So we've got a current draft board. I think it was a future fourth.
It was a future. I believe it was a future fourth. Let me just confirm that.
Was it 26 or 27? I didn't know which one either.
I'll tell you now.
I'm assuming that's for Sam Darcy's brother. That'd be my assumption.
Yeah. So just for those playing along at home, we're going to update this because a trade actually happened. So the trade is West Coast has traded pick 53 to the Western Bulldogs for their future 4th round pick. Now, the year, it doesn't tell me the year.
Because I think they've introduced 2 years in advance this year. So I've tried to include that as well with 2027. But let's just assume it's 24. So okay. I think they've just done that in case Sam Darcy, what's his brother's name? Anyways, the Darcy should get picked up towards the end. I should do a little brief spiel, but basically the purpose of that trade, from what I can tell, is them picking up 28 draft index points.
Yep.
Now, if you see on the left-hand side where my scroller is, you've got your draft points allocated next to each pick. They gradually get less and less points, the less valuable your pick is, and they stop at pick 54. Okay, so it's a real tail ender. West Coast are likely not going to use it. In my draft cards up here, I've got a little bubble here, you'll see. Say for Brisbane, they've got 4. That's indicating to us how many players we're expecting each team to take. This is based off an article Cal Toimi wrote a week or 2 ago. So it doesn't include Essendon dropping Setterfield and Eagles dropping Livingston and things like that. So it's not quite accurate, but it's just what we think. So I'll go and execute that trade. Pick 53 here should turn into the Bulldogs. There we go. And they've picked up a few extra points. Eagles have lost their points, but they've gained a future 4th from the Doggies. All right. Okay, so that's the trade simulator. The club picks is basically just a summary of what they've got. This is where I can update how many players we're expecting them to take. You can see that updating up here. And then we just run the draft. Draft. We'll go through as people want to see, this guy gets taken here, this guy gets taken here. We'll go through it. And the results will just populate, and it'll populate our trade history as well, what trades happened along that draft simulation. And then if someone wanted to save it or wanted a copy of it, I can export it to text and send it through to them.
Gotcha.
I've also in this, sorry, you go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Another little feature I've put in, I've saved scenarios. So I've been doing viewers drafts on my channel, and people throw in their drafts, and you just load it up and they come up with their own scenario. You'll see this populate on the side here. So in this instance, we had William Dersma get Melbourne traded up for pick 1 for Dersma. Eagles traded way back and accumulated some picks out the back. I've got Dylan Alexander and True Footies mock they did the other day. Just things like that, just so people can have a look and compare, you know.
Cool.
So yeah, that's where we're at. And then I've got my reset draft button.
Amazing. Well, I think what we'll do is, because I mean, as we can see here, the way it sits right now, you've got Carlton having 3 selections, right? And that's because there's 3 list spots available.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's the thinking.
Gotcha. Yeah. And
are you thinking more?
What's that?
So I was going to say, did you want me to add more or less or anything, or was that
No. That's fine. I think the other part I'm interested to know is there just a general consensus that Willem Dersma is the first pick?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I've been basing everything off. I haven't heard too many other, like, you know, just rumors through the rumor mill that someone's trading up for pick 1 for someone else. And I think if you listen to his latest interviews, I think he's already been told, similar in the way that Sam Lawler got told last year, a bit early.
Yep. Right.
He's already treading the happy to move to West Coast, or the, you know, the company line there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure Carlton have 4 spots available.
Yes. So I think this is basically just based off Cal's article. I'm assuming he's probably talking about re-signing someone or a train on something.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's so you could very much have more, and I think there's a good chance a lot of them will have more. I think the default numbers I've baked in, it ends up being 57 draft picks in total, and I think that's roughly the general census. Obviously, there's no exact science for it, but I'll just try to get as close as I can.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Maybe if you just show us what it's like to draft Willem Dersma at pick 1, how it plays out.
Okay. All right, so let me undo that. Now, so West Coast currently have got their draft hand here. They've got 7,169 points. This pick 1 is going to burn 3,000 of those points, okay? And pick 1 should leave their card. They've now got 4,169. Those picks are burnt. Everyone's moved down, okay? The interesting thing that is really hard to show people just when you're doing a mock draft without showing them in front of them, is I want to show what happens to everyone's draft picks when multiple picks get burnt. Okay. So it's I don't know how else you'd explain it without trying to show them. So for Gold Coast to sorry, let me start again.
Yep.
Let's just assume that West Coast want to bid on Zeke Hewland. He's widely regarded as the second best player in this draft. Gold Coast currently, their best pick is at 15. So in order for them to retain him, they're going to have to burn their best picks that they've got up here. So you've got 15, 18, and 24. I've got a little update pop-up that pops up that will explain it to us. West Coast have bid at pick 2, 2,484 points. They're getting that discount because he's been in their academy the last few years. Okay. And then in order for Gold Coast to take Hewland, they're going to have to burn picks 15, 18, and 24. Okay. So that's the total that they're paying, 2,430. That's those 3 added up. And it's going to be more than the 2,233 that they require. So as Pommy was explaining, you're getting a bit extra. You're getting change for what you've paid. That's 197 picks. Okay. And then I've written where we're expecting the compensation pick to fall. And then I've put it's around about pick 43 because this is the current points index. And because you're burning 3 picks, that's going to move up another 2 slots. I hope that makes sense. You got Zeke Hewland and the 2 slots that follow. And then they'll throw in 1 at the back. So what I want to show you, we'll match that. Zeke Hewland's now Gold Coast. West Coast moved to pick 3. And those 15, 18, 24, they're all gone.
They're all gone.
Doggies have moved down.
Yep.
Yeah, they've burnt them. Exactly. And then the compensation pick has been inserted down here. So I'll just run it back so I can show you a bit better. We'll go Hewland again. So as I said, 197 points. Sorry. We look at this tally on the right.
On the left?
You want to on the next to the on the left hand window, but on the right side next to the team names, you want to know where 197 points is going to fall here. And it's going to fall between Sydney and Carlton, right here. So that's where Gold Coast compensation pick will get put in. So we play it out. And there it is.
Brilliant.
Between Sydney and Carlton. Now, everyone else moves up. So this is the point I was trying to say before that is really hard to show everyone. I want you to keep an eye on Brisbane. I'm going to run it back, and I want you to keep an eye on Brisbane's points because it affects every pick thereafter. So all their tail end picks are increasing in value as Gold Coast burned 3 picks. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So I'll show you. They're stuck on 1756, but every pick before pick 54 is going to jump up in value, like only incrementally, but it's still going to jump up in value, which will affect their.
Are you saying West Coast ultimately have the choice of who they want to, who they're sort of trying to go after, so to speak? Because
exactly.
Yeah. So for example,
having two cracks at it, they've got that option, which is, it's not a tangible thing. It's not like something you can give to someone else, but they can just wield it and dictate. Do you know what I mean? Like what they, how hard they screw over another team. Effect is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
So Gold Coast ultimately have 2 players in their academy that they're really keen on. Brisbane have 1. Carlton have a father-son.
So yeah, I think Sydney's another key player as well. So that affects it down the track.
Mm-hmm.
And Essendon have swayed. I think I've got a filter here which will show us who all of them are.
Gotcha.
Brizzy, you got Sydney. The Gold Coast got a few more. They got Bo Adensall. He's going to maybe learn. Round pick 30. Sydney. These are the Sydney players I was telling you about: Carmichael and King. But there's a few extras. You guys have got Ison.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he was expected around the 20 mark. I've got to update these ranges, but that's wasn't the top of my priority.
No, we'll keep Ison at 35, mate. That's perfect.
Happy with that?
yeah, very much happy with that.
So yeah, that's what we're thinking. So yeah, I just wanted to take it that extra step and just show those little incremental changes that are really hard to show everyone else. And that's what I'm saying. So let's just say we wanted to go Annabelle. That'll affect the compensation because they've got 1756 points to match it, and they're gonna they haven't got enough there. But if we were to go Ewan, Cooper Duff Tyler, and then Annabelle, he can be matched.
Wow. Okay.
So this is the other thing. This is I'm really getting in the nitty gritty of the rules here. I'm not too sure, and I've kind of just guessed at this part. But when someone matches with a deficit, what happens here is Brisbane will go into the 2026 season with 479. Where am I reading it? They're going to go into the next year with a 477 point deficit, which will, let's say they win the premiership and this draft points index is exactly the same. It won't be, but it's going to punt them back like nearly 500 points. So their first round of next year will fall back to like,
gotcha.
What do we say? It's 300 points or something. Do you know what I mean? Yep. So that's why it makes sense for them to trade up, just get their points now, even if they're tail enders. And yeah, it's only ever happened once. The only example I could find of it was Freo went into deficit. They're the only team to ever do that with Liam Henry, I believe. So yeah, there's a few little intricacies that I had fun exploring.
All right. So the consensus, is that Zeke Ulan will be bid on with this next step.
Correct. Yeah. So we've got these options. Do they choose not to match it and it goes to West Coast? I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think they match it. They just burn these picks and we carry on with our draft.
Okay. Now, your suggestion is that Harry Dean could be bid on by the Eagles before Patterson or Annabelle.
Yes.
Now, is that because you think West Coast genuinely need a Harry Dean, or is that because it's just like I don't know? Yeah,
it's that stems from Carlton having these 2 picks so close together.
Mm-hmm.
The way I look at it, I don't think it matters to Carlton if they burn picks 10 and 12 or 12 and 14. No matter which way you split it, you're going to end up with Harry Dean.
Yep.
Right. But the Eagles, it benefits the Eagles to get that 10. So if you give Carlton 12 and 14, you're still getting Harry Dean. But it benefits the Eagles. And the Eagles can, if they wanted to be nasty, they could just try and screw you over and you could bid on Dean at pick 2, pick 1, you know, make you pay up more points than you need to.
I reckon the Blues and the Eagles have a good relationship. I promise you, Matt Always is going to be a really good player. I promise.
I didn't mind him when he was at Carlton. He had that 30-goal season, didn't he?
Yeah. Promise you that Always will come good.
If he can get a game anymore, yeah. But yeah, we need to plug holes all across the field. So yeah.
So
anyone becoming good, I'd welcome that.
You know what? Let's do worst case scenario. I mean, when I say worst case scenario, if the Eagles bid on Harry Dean here with this next position, we're ultimately getting the third player in the draft.
So say that again, sir.
I said, let's just say for Carlton fans, worst case. You know, we say worst case, but it's not that bad. But let's just say West Coast bid here on Harry Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Can we play it out just so we know what the pick shuffle becomes?
Right. So you end up with a pick 30 as compensation. You've already got enough because you've got those high value picks.
Yep.
And your compo will be pick 30. But
that's West Coast are bidding on Harry Dean right after Zeke Uland with pick 2.
Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to fall below Sydney and above Sydney. So Sydney have got a couple of picks down here that back to back.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your overpay ends up.
Mm-hmm.
So you will end up with picks 3 and pick 30 effectively.
3. Yep.
So 10 and 12 turn into 3 and 30.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to play it out? So we'll play that out. So they've burnt both of their picks.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone, and your compo should be down here. Yep. And that's when your next pick is.
All right.
And and that affects this tally. Okay. That's your remaining hand. No matter which way you split it, you're going to end up with Harry Dean. But you want more points in this tally because it gives you a better chance of matching your second academy player. If you wanted to, you might draft someone else. But yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we do the next scenario where they don't bid on Harry Dean, they bid on someone else,
okay.
As in just with that last pick. So it's still Dersma and
Uland. Yep. And then I think a lot of people are thinking,
fan. What do you want to? Who do you want?
All year, I was a Cooper Duff Tyler fan because I'm one of those fans that's quite hypercritical of Bailey Williams. I think he's been killing us since, we've had good ruckman our entire forever. We've, gone from Cox to Natanui. We had Michael Gardner before that, all handy. And this guy's been killing us. I've always said that. But lately I'm liking Sharp. I'll do like Sharp because we need contested possession. But let's just say CDT at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to look at Richmond maybe putting a bid on at Carlton.
Right. So what does it look like? So, yeah.
So pick 30. Already, you're looking at around pick 24.
Just from one pick more, one extra, like next pick.
Yeah.
The situation goes from pick 30 to pick 24.
Yeah. Mm. So the further he drops, the better off it is for you. Absolutely. But especially these high-end picks, the jump in points tally goes up a lot. You can see that's 600 points, that's 300, and then it's exponential kind of thing. So yeah, that's just these were these little details that I couldn't really find a way to. I wanted to show people.
Mm-hmm.
So
Richmond, I think there was an academy kid that they would bid on.
They've got Kellaway as a father-son. I think that's at the tail end of the draft. I haven't noticed any next gen academy for Richmond. Not that I know of, anyway.
No, as in make the other teams bid or match a bid.
I'm with you. Sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah, you're probably referring to Patterson, the other Gold Coast. So they've already burnt a ton of their points for Uland.
Mm-hmm.
And now this is where I go into this deficit bit that I'm telling you about. So to have 2 and 4, they're not going to have enough points. So you can either go to the trade simulator, make a trade with someone at the back end that might want to move up. So my viewers in one of the live drafts came up with a good situation. I'll show you. See how this button's now grayed out. We can't click it because
Yep.
they don't have enough points. So they'll either
Right.
take that into the next year and then they'd push their first rounder back, or we go to the trade simulator. And it was, I can't really remember, but let's say, what do they need? They need an extra 35 points. It's pretty easy to match. You could trade 34 and 31. You've already got your 35 points. You need to make it worthwhile for Doggies to move back 3 picks. Let's say you throw in Bombers third rounder and you execute the trade. Gold Coast have now got enough to match that bid.
Okay.
I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they've just got those picks that they fell short of the points. Sorry.
Right.
And then the next one's Harry D. So a lot of these top end talent, I think that's why a lot of the talk about this draft is that it is compromised at the top end.
Mm-hmm.
They're all either father, son, or next gen. Same with Brizzy, but now because all these points have been burnt, Brizzy don't have to pay as much.
I see.
So that's what you were saying before. It really West Coast can choose, and Richmond can choose. These guys at the end, they can choose who they really want to stick it to, because they know they're not getting any of these players. It's just which one to bid on first.
It's just to force the teams to pay up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, I find it real fascinating.
So let's just say we get to this point, and then they bid on Harry Dean. What does that look like for Carlton?
Okay. So pick 23.
Wow.
So you're only you're going up and up and up.
Yep.
Yeah. So and that's moved up because you've burnt the picks. You've burnt the 2 picks. So obviously that last one will move up 1. You got your Harry Dean and you burnt your 2, so you move up 1. So it said 23. It's actually 22.
Okay. All right. So let's take out Harry Dean from that bid. Let's continue on with whoever else that they would realistically pick.
A lot of the talk's been around Roby, the bolter for this year.
Mm-hmm.
So let's play that out.
Yep. Sam Grill, was that the other one that they were maybe interested in?
Yes. Yeah. Let's go him.
Mm-hmm.
And now you really need to get through Essendon and Melbourne, and then you've got your own pick. So if they choose not to, which I find it unlikely, you have your pick 14 ready to roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's best case scenario for Carlton.
So if Essendon make the bid here on Harry Dean,
18.
Wow.
So you're just going up incrementally, but it's enough to, it might get you that player that you're after for your second.
Well, I want Josh Lindsay. I know it's unlikely.
I've seen him fall around that mark-ish.
That's what I want. That's like in my fantasy mind. That's my best case scenario. I mean, I don't know, mate. It might not play out that way. Probably won't. But yeah.
I can definitely see it happening. Absolutely. I've seen I've done a lot of these mock drafts with some of the viewers, and yes, it has played out a couple of times in the way that they foresee it. Did you want to play this one out? You want to keep going down there? Yeah,
let's play this one out. So yeah.
So I think Essendon could take Sharp. I believe he is a Bombers fan. And I've seen Cumming linked to them as well. It's funny in the live chat, anytime anyone writes Cumming, they get blocked a bit.
What's that? Sorry?
The surname hasn't helped. When people are like, because in our chat, we try let people make their picks as we're going through it, and they're trying to write Cumming, and it's just they're not getting through or they're getting blocked.
Oh, I see.
It's not ideal the way the surname's spelled. So we've picked Harry Dean, and you guys have got your 17. So as you can see, they're creeping up. It's coming up to 17. So,
all right. Well, I'll put it out to the chat. Type in. I mean, some of you, I think I saw Lou Felino put in an example trade. Type in a suggestion, like something you would like to see visually played out here. Whether it's whatever we haven't gone through here, type in the chat what you would want to visualize and see. I think someone put in a trade for a future pick.
Okay. Yes, I've had that a lot. You guys are chasing Walker for next year.
Yeah. So Lou Felino said, can you ask for Carlton to trade 11 and Swans future first for Roos 25, 26 and Roos future first? So
So
Lou, what's that for? Yeah.
So what was it you wanted? What did you want to trade? You wanted to trade.
We wanted to see Carlton trade 11 and the Swans future first. I'm guessing that's
For
next year.
you got two from Sydney. I think that was the Curnow deal.
Yeah.
That one would be relatively valuable for that Walker trade. I think this one would be less valuable because that's the Tassie draft.
Uh-huh.
But if he wants to do the 2026 one, that's next year's.
Mm-hmm.
For what was on the way back? 25 and 24 Roos future first.
Kangaroos 25, 26 and the Roos future first.
Right. Okay, let's have a look. So you're losing 54 points there, which is fine because you're still going to meet Harry Dean there. And you wanted Roos future first, which will be, let's say, another top 4 pick, potentially, if they carry along the same path.
Yep.
Execute trade. Now, I can't show you future picks. I can do it under this tab. Oh, it's not showing who it is. But, yeah, you've got Carlton and Kangaroos pick. That should get you in the top 2, top 3, you'd think, to match any bids on Walker.
Okay.
And then you've still, how are you looking for points? You're at 2,704. You've still got enough to meet Harry Dean, providing he doesn't go pick one. But you won't get the second guy. Yeah.
Pommy's got one here. He said,
hey, Pommy.
Hey, Pommy. Do 9 and 13 for, 9, 13 and 34. 9 for 13 and 34. I think that's West Coast, right?
Yeah, just trying to work it out myself. 9, 13 and 34.
Right.
And then
11 for Adelaide's future first.
All right. So, yeah, you're picking up a bit of points there for the matching bids. 13 and 34 for pick 9. And then you want to trade Adelaide's future first.
No,
what was it?
Trade pick 11 for Adelaide's future first.
Sorry, gotcha. All right. So you're losing your 1,200 points there.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sitting at 16.38, which at that point, you want the bid to come in after pick 6.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because you're not going to be able to meet 16.59. You're falling 21 points short. You can probably just do a later trade at the tail end if you wanted to.
Here, it shouldn't affect us, but then see a bid from Essendon on Dean and a bid from Geelong on Ison in that scenario.
All right, let's play it out for him. So Dersma, we're going Ewan to Eagles can take CDT. Who'd we say? Patterson. I don't want to just go through that. Let's go through that. Everyone's getting happy, getting what they want. And then what? So what was this scenario?
We said
Essendon bid on Dean.
Yeah, Essendon.
Okay. So Tigers would take Roby
and Grill. Yep.
Okay, so is he saying Essendon's first or Essendon's second? Are they going to be jerks or
bid on Dean Essendon first pick and then Ison at Geelong's first selection?
Okay. So you got 79 points. Your pick's going to fall at about pick 50. Insert below your pick and Adelaide. So down here somewhere. Where's Carlton and Adelaide? That's where your compensation is going to be. That's where Brizzy's was for Dan Annable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and then what was that last bit in the story? Geelong were bidding on.
So when Geelong get their first pick,
yep,
we're saying
pick 19 down here.
Yep,
Ison. Okay, so let's play it out. So Sharp and Cumming to Essendon.
Mm-hmm.
Melbourne can take Taylor and Schubert. Well, nearly mess that up. West Coast, take Farrow.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we think for Hawthorn? Who do you want for Hawthorn?
I think it was it Ollie Greaves?
Yeah, I've heard that as well. I think he was nearly their NGA player, but it fell through for whatever reason. Adelaide would take a South Australian. Let's go Filippo.
Mm-hmm.
GWS, I've got no idea who they're thinking. Maybe Marsh. Dogs can take a back. They need a back. Oscar Taylor is best available. Another South Australian for who do you think? That'll do. The Doig. Okay, we got Geelong, and he wants a bid on Ison.
Yep.
You're 231 points short.
So it wouldn't be ideal to make that initial trade.
Nah, you've fallen a little short. Yeah. That's when you lose your 1,000 points or whatever it was for your future, that future first. Pick 9's a bit too valuable. Was it pick 9 or 11? Whatever it was a little too valuable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow, what an interesting tool.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many bugs I've squashed trying to get it to where I'm happy with it.
Holy shit. All right. Let's do. Okay, no, this is Shannon. What's the thinking behind this?
Do 98 and 80. I can tell you they're all 0 pointers.
Pommy wanted a worst case scenario. Great effort. Love it.
Yeah. So what did we say? How many points short?
About
238.
Yeah.
Or the equivalent of pick 40. If you can find a way to get a pick 40 off someone, let's say Eagles will be done. Port are done. Port aren't expected to take anyone. So if you can trade up Port, and how would you do it? It's hard to. You want pick 40 or better.
Can you
maybe?
Can you undo the last pick up until say Melbourne's first pick? Oh, but this is with Carlton having done that trade, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes. So they traded pick 9 and they got that 11 for the future. It locks in Walker for you, but you might fall short of Ison.
Can we reset it and go as you just did with Essendon making that bid on Harry Dean? Because I think that seems to me like the most logical.
So just without the trades?
Without the initial trade for Carlton's pick, yeah.
So they're still doing...
still got 9 and 11 going into the draft.
Oh, we're not trading pick 9 for 13 and 34?
No, not doing the West Coast trade, sorry, as well. Yeah.
That's cool. We'll blank it all together. All right. Yep. So Ewland, they're happy. This is where we'll just keep everyone happy, keep Duff Tyler, just so it all runs smoothly. Richmond taking Roby and Grill. Sharp coming. Taylor and Schubert. So
this
no
is
one's
best
bid on
case
him.
scenario. No one bids on Dean.
Yeah. So these are the players you could look at if everyone plays nice.
Hawthorn draft Greaves and Carlton draft Lindsay. Mate, you did it. Easy.
Perfect. There you go. Easy done. Everyone plays nice. Everyone goes home happy.
So okay, that means there would be 363 points left, and if you just scroll down on the left-hand side, what type of pick is that?
So you want a bid for Ison to come in after what did we say? 363. Yeah. After pick 34. Or at pick 34 or later.
Is this a realistic scenario, or am I dreaming?
I think you could be dreaming. I think, as you say, I don't think teams want to play nice anymore because you can make you're only improving your opponent's hand, aren't you? You've got to compete against them next year. So that's the way I'd like to see the list managers attack it anyway, I think,
That's fair. I reckon it'll be Essendon or Melbourne that make the bid on Harry Dean.
I think so too. I agree. Yeah.
Can we play it out if Melbourne make the bid with their first pick?
Sure. So Richmond, who do we say? Richmond, Roby and Grill. And who do we want for Essendon? We want Taylor and Cumming today,
Yep.
this one? Yeah, that's fine. All right, so Melbourne's first for Dean. That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that next, okay, pick 15. It's not too bad.
They're only giving up pick 14, so yeah, it's going to be inserted below Carlton and above Gruff. So he's just moving back a pick. I think Essendon will make you pay, though.
I think so too. I just wanted to visualize it. I've pretty much seen a scenario now. That's kind of why I wanted to get you on. I wanted to see a scenario with every single pick before pick 9.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
that's what it's here for.
Yeah. Maybe just put a final call out before we wrap up with you. Does anybody have
to show you?
Yeah, sorry. Go for
it. Cody Walker's one of your main priorities also for this draft, isn't he? So
next year,
a team that Carlton should be attacking as far as trading would be Melbourne. Melbourne are one of the only few other teams with a first rounder for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Melbourne will be close. Gold Coast pick will probably be in the teens. I would expect them to be top 4 next year. But Melbourne, not so much. Melbourne, a good chance to be a bottom 4 team. So that could be another pick. That could be of good value to Carlton. So everyone else has kind of just got their own, more or less.
Right. Bugs, why bother bidding if the outcome doesn't change? We'll still get Dean. Well, yes, but we bid. The bids will come because you just keep the other teams honest.
Yeah, you've got to compete against these guys. That's the thing. You're not going to try and help your opponent get a leg up.
So do you think a scenario like Nick Dacos sliding to pick 4 won't happen again?
Nah, I don't think. I think instances like that are why we've got the current system in place. I think they're the very reason why they've tweaked it this way.
Yep.
I did see an article where I think it was John Ralph mentioned that next year, if you were to match a bid, you can only match it with 2 picks as well.
In the first round? Or 2 picks
in total? I think. So that Hewland instance wouldn't be doable. So they're using 3 picks here. So you can basically, how would I explain it? Yeah, you'd need to trade 24 and 18 to a 16 or something.
Interesting. Wow. All right, mate.
Yeah,
that's fascinating.
It's interesting. Stuff. Yeah,
absolutely. What I'll do is I'll stop sharing this for a second. I'll get us back to. Oh, where are we? There we go. Those of you in the chat, this is Adam's YouTube channel. Please go and show him some love, because how long did it take you to build this?
Oh, it was over a few weekends. The missus was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, just getting frustrated at all these different bugs I was trying to switch. Because you fix one thing and you break 3 things over here. I was just dealing with that constantly, trying to get these numbers to talk to each other. But yeah, I'd say 2.5 weekends. Yeah.
Mate, phenomenal. Mate, honestly, phenomenal. And thank you so much for sitting here with us.
You're welcome.
And, repeating
anytime
draft.
Anytime, if you guys want to play out anything or just give us a call, you've got my contact now. So yeah, be happy to do it. If you get Pom ever wants to jump on, I'd like to see what he could throw at me as well with that type of stuff. That'd be great.
Yeah. What have you got planned for the next few weeks with your channel?
It's really a lot of draft content. I'm just going to try and explain this stuff. A lot of it is getting a bit repetitive. I'm very new to this YouTube stuff. I don't know what other type of content I can come out with just yet, so I haven't really thought too much about it. I've just had a newborn, so I'm going to be spending a fair bit of time with him as well. So, yeah. That's the plan.
Well, mate, congratulations. Does
Thank
the
you very
newborn have
much.
a name?
Lucas.
Lucas. Ah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So,
yeah. Just want to say thanks and sending all the best for the family. And yeah, thanks for joining us tonight.
thank you for having me on. Yeah, all the best, everybody. Hope you enjoyed what I've got, and come visit if come pop on my live shows, and you're able to throw your situations at me. We'll see how it goes. Thank you very much.
See you, mate.
Cheers, man.
Wow. Wow, that's a fascinating stuff right there. All right. What I'll do is I'll just share my screen here. Go and check out. So this is the channel here. I mean, look, the draft stuff is tricky. So anyone that can try and make it a little less tricky is doing some really good work there. So that's the channel there. He does all sorts of scenarios. He's got live streams as well that he does. So yeah, just go and check him out. It's good to get some fresh creators out there.